how could Shakur beat him if he can't hurt him? That would be my question.
Listen, you don't have to hurt him. You just have to outscore him. Shakur takes a good shot, though. He's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in because he's so superior. And it's boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's doing. He's hard to beat.
I think it's going to be a great fight. I think that I keep mentioning Mayweather versus Castillo. If you haven't seen that fight, watch that fight. Castillo beat Mayweather with the same style.
Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete in the street science.
How you beat Teofimo Lopez? Because there's a blueprint out to beat Teofimo Lopez. Ain't no blueprint out to beat no damn Shakur Stevenson. Lopez don't know how to beat Shakur Stevenson. Ain't no damn blueprint. But I tell you who got a blueprint on how to beat Lopez. That's Shakur Stevenson. He know how to beat Lopez. Yeah, Lopez don't know how to beat him. Hell no.
Boxing legends are lighting the match before the bell even rings, delivering bold, shocking predictions for Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. The contest is speed versus power, chess versus chaos, and patience versus raw fire. Analysts praise Shakur's icy defense, footwork, and elite ring IQ under pressure, while others swear Teofimo's aggression, explosiveness, and killer instinct can crack any code. Every exchange could flip the fight in seconds. One mistake, one opening, one lapse in focus, and history changes. This isn't just a bout. It's a collision of styles that will expose who truly belongs among boxing's elite when everything is on.
Teofimo Lopez. That's a good damn fight, too. See, that fight is skill for skill. That's a good fight. But he just haven't been around long enough to prove himself yet. But skill for skill, as far as equality, to me, Bud and Canelo are equal because where they're in their career. Because how accomplished they are. These two guys are also equal where they're in their career. Because they're accomplished, but not as accomplished as these two. But they're still accomplished. You understand me? So those are two good damn fights that we're boxing.
Boxing legends and analysts are divided but deeply passionate about Stevenson versus Lopez, and the debate is heating up fast. Some see Shakur's calm precision, defense, and ring intelligence as untouchable at the elite level. Others believe Teofimo's power, aggression, and fearless mindset can overwhelm any technician. Every expert agrees on one thing. This fight is dangerous, unpredictable, and career-defining. Styles clash, tempers rise, and reputations hang in the balance when the bell finally rings for fighters, fans, and boxing history.
Ultimate skill fighter versus a boxer who's twitchy. And twitchy sometimes beats out skills. Sometimes. That's the side that can really beat a straight up boxer to me. Somebody who's twitchy. Because they don't fight, as normally as most boxers fight. They get angles, body movements, bouncing around like a Lomachenko would done, even a Crawford does. You know what I'm saying? Moves, different angles and so forth. That's why they can beat a lot of boxers. A lot of people are rolling with Shakur, and I understand because he's dope. But I don't know who's going to show up what day. What Shakur showing up, or what Teo's going to show up. You get what I'm saying?
Well, we gonna always Shakur gonna always be Shakur. The offense that we saw from him in his last fight was just he knew what he had in front of him.
The judge go back and forth. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Teo, what I do is I remove all the negative about what we know about Teo. I remove all of that and then I look at the fighter. Still is a good fighter. You know what I mean? Strong, fast, you know what I mean? Explosive, unpredictable. And he can hurt you. And every time he's to step away, he really did step up. You know what I mean? But besides the Cambodia fight, but he stepped up. So I think Shakur. Yeah, my first mind told me Shakur, and I thought about it. Yeah, I'm picking Shakur by decision, but because this is fighting, anything can happen. You can't help feel.
Former welterweight champion Shawn Porter recently gave Teofimo Lopez the edge, pointing to his versatility, physical maturity, and growing comfort at 140 pounds. Porter argues Lopez is no longer a one-dimensional explosive fighter, but a boxer who can switch tactics, adjust mid-fight, and apply pressure intelligently. Against Shakur Stevenson's disciplined, defense-first style, Porter believes Lopez now has multiple paths to victory, whether through controlled aggression, timing power shots, or forcing uncomfortable exchanges that disrupt Shakur's rhythm and mental flow under championship lights when pressure reaches its peak.
What Pierre said, the twitchiness, that athleticism that Teofimo has is what gives someone like Shakur problems because it throws off his timing.
Yep.
Shakur is flat out amazing. I've watched this kid. He can find anybody's time.
Right.
So if you give him the space with just like feints and stuff like that, he gonna still pick it up and he's still gonna find it. I got a feeling this thing is not gonna be boring and dry.
Legendary fighter Tim Bradley boldly declared Shakur Stevenson too technical, too disciplined, and too savvy for Teofimo Lopez. Bradley insists Shakur already owns the blueprint to beat Teo, from controlling distance to shutting down explosive attacks with elite defense. According to Bradley, Lopez thrives on chaos but struggles against fighters who deny rhythm and opportunities. He flatly stated Lopez does not know how to beat Stevenson, warning that frustration, missed punches, and mental fatigue will steadily turn this matchup into a clear tactical lesson overall.
Already know the damn rest. Can somebody please tell me how you beat Shakur Stevenson? Please somebody tell me how the hell do you beat some damn Shakur Stevenson? I'll wait. How you beat Shakur Stevenson? Can somebody please, on the contrary, please tell me how the hell do you beat Teofimo Lopez? How you beat Teofimo Lopez? Because there's a blueprint out to beat Teofimo Lopez. Ain't no blueprint out to beat no damn Shakur Stevenson. Lopez don't know how to beat Shakur Stevenson. Ain't no damn blueprint. But I tell you who got a blueprint on how to beat Lopez. That's Shakur Stevenson. He know how to beat Lopez. Yeah, Lopez don't know how to beat him. Hell no.
Teddy Atlas praised Shakur Stevenson's performance against William Zepeda, highlighting a major evolution in his game. Atlas noted how Shakur blended smart aggression with his trademark elusiveness, proving he is no longer just a defensive specialist. He fought comfortably on the inside, controlled distance on the outside, and dictated pace without abandoning discipline. According to Atlas, Stevenson showed he can command space, draw mistakes, and counter sharply, sending a clear warning that his skill set is becoming complete at the highest level against elite opposition under bright championship-level pressure.
Shakur showed aggression in his last fight against Zepeda, being elusive while being aggressive. Walking them down, fighting on the inside, boxing well, still being able to counter, still being able to control space, but also be able to go into tight quarters and not be afraid to show that he's good on the inside too, that he can make you miss and make you pay outside and inside. Shakur showed that. That was great. That was great. People applaud him. I applaud him. We were sitting there ringside. I was sitting there actually with your sister, ringside, watching that fight. And it was a terrific performance. Shakur showing that dimension, showing that attitude, showing that competitiveness, showing that dog like people like to show or like to talk about, and they wanted to see in Shakur.
He highlighted that this upcoming matchup features two extremely athletic and gifted fighters, each bringing contrasting strengths that make the bout must-watch television. Aoya predicts Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson will unfold as a high-level chess match, not a reckless shootout. Discipline, timing, and patience, he says, will ultimately beat raw explosiveness. Teofimo brings speed, power, and unpredictable athletic bursts that can change moments instantly. However, Aoya stresses those weapons only matter if Teo can apply smart pressure for all 12 rounds. Against Shakur's control, defense, and ring IQ, brief explosions are not enough. Sustained focus, conditioning, and discipline decide this fight. Under bright lights, mistakes multiply fast, and composure becomes the true difference maker on fight night.
The feeling of dominates their portion of the fight. They're kind of trying to go out offense, going to the knockout. It's going to be so bad for sure. But you can't go out offense. Strong goals, because I don't think that Shakur will come out and try to fight and take the fight from Teo. She's not at all. So he's playing up against it. Teo can make it so that it's convincing or he convinced Shakur that he may have won 4 of the first 6 rounds. It's 4-2 in Shakur's mind. Going into the second half of the fight, or about that I'm looking at, I'm still in those first rounds. Then it's a decent fight going into the tail end of the Teo. To me, it's not right. I want to see if he can carry his energy and explosiveness late in the fight. And not when the court starts to open up. Can't you steal some of those championship rounds and make it like a close?
Aoya sees Shakur Stevenson slowly breaking Teofimo Lopez down, making him miss early and answering with clean counters and sharp combinations. Lopez may shine early if he swarms fast, steals rounds, and forces Shakur to be defensive. But as rounds stack up, Aoya believes consistency, conditioning, and ring IQ take control. If Teofimo fades late like in past fights, Shakur opens up, takes pot shots, and dissects him. Greg Hackett respects Lopez's explosive danger, speed, and instincts, warning one punch can change everything. Still, Hackett favors Shakur's discipline over 12 rounds. Gary Antoine Russell calls it a true 50-50, stressing confidence, maturity, and which version of Teofimo shows up. If the Lomachenko version appears, Lopez can win. If not, Shakur's control rules. Even Shakur admits no real beef, just elite competition. Styles clash, pressure rises, and execution decides. Who do you have winning this chess match? Drop your prediction below, smash the like button, share this breakdown with real boxing fans, and subscribe now for non-stop elite fight analysis. Turn notifications on and stay locked in for every major fight night breakdown and worldwide boxing coverage.